and were victorious in that down in the Bahamas. And this was an Olympic qualifying race for the country, but not for the individual. So, hey, let's talk about how that first of all, how that went in the Bahamas, how you guys put that all together, and what that means at this point.
Well, they were focused on getting a team together from the beginning of the year. So they had a certain amount of meets where everybody went to and ran, and they wanted to spectate and see who they wanted on the team. And it came down to us four, and we've been doing handoffs since I think for about a month before we went up to Bahamas. And everything was looking smooth, and we were connecting. The chemistry was kind of already there because I'm teammates with three other people that was on there. So, the chemistry was good, and everything was smooth going down to Bahamas. So we felt confident, going into the race, and we just did exactly what we was practicing to do. So, yeah.
Does the practicing remove that fear that we as spectators have of the handoff in a relay race? As spectators and fans.
That's the commoner's question right there.
It really is. We're watching on TV, it's like, oh, are they going to do the handoff? Okay. But, like you said, you guys have practiced and practiced and practiced. Is there that fear, or you're just executing what you already know how to do?
I think the practice helped a lot because, I think that was the longest a U.S. team had practiced handoffs. Was like a month before, so I think that practice actually helped a lot. But the communication was there, and the everybody knew exactly what to do because they've been running relays forever since they was young. So, that was there too. But the practice helped a lot. So yeah.
Courtney, this is Johnny Marks. Can you tell me is with those numbers? Is it the 100? Is it the 2? Or is it a relay that you're most comfortable with that you will hang your hat on career-wise? Any of the 3?
I can say both the 100 and the 200, but I will bet my money on the 200.
Again, we get back to the float issue. And there's a second part to that question. This is always this comes naturally to you, and I know that because you can see it. Was there somebody growing up in whether the youth track club or at Rock Island High School who said, hey, you're really good at this. This is some technique. These are some things you can work on to continue to get better. I know how gifted. These are things. I have a son who plays college football, and the first thing their speed coach says to them is there are certain things that you can't control genetically. There are some things, but there's some things you can control technique-wise. Was there somewhere or someone along the pathway for you that had an influence on, you doing it the right way?
I would say, honestly, all my coaches. Honestly, because I started track late. I started track in high school around, sophomore, junior year. So a lot of my form and my technique-wise was, it was really bad. So when I got to the next level, I could run, but my technique-wise, when I got to D1, they just your form is just is terrible. So they broke me. And honestly, it was causing injuries towards me. So they honestly just stripped my whole form down and just changed everything. So I got to give a shout out to Coach Rod for that. And then coming up to this level, professional level, Dennis helped me a lot, just opening my eyes and seeing new things and knowing how to run professionally and technique-wise. So, yeah.
And it's reflected in your results that you had some success, obviously, early on at Texas Tech, but then just the plethora of first places and titles and everything seems to kind of come your way more your senior year. So something that you really worked up to.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was injured my second year running at Tech. So, like I said, those injuries happened because of me just running and not actually improving and doing my form that my coach was telling me to do. So those things got in my way, and I just actually I had time once the injury happened to actually sit down and perfect my form and perfect my running style. So. Yeah, those big performances and championships came my last year. So yeah.
Courtney Lindsey, good enough to join us here from Rock Island High School, where they will have Courtney Lindsey Day on Friday.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Now, I take it that with you continuing on your world tour that you are not able to come back to Rock Island for this. But
yeah.
Are they involving you in some way?
Yeah, I was in. They told me that they were trying to get me on a Zoom link just to talk to the kids and stuff. So I'm gonna make myself available for that. But yeah, coming back, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to come back around that time. So,
what kind of wisdom will you impart for them, Courtney? What will you tell those young people that A, look up to you, and B, aspire to do some things that you've achieved?
Honestly, I could tell them, people from Rock Island, just honestly keep grinding, and there's always a way out. And if you don't believe it, you can look and see that I did it. So that's one thing I can say to them. Was
there somebody at Rock Island High School that got you to go out? And my second question to that is, did the defining or the refining of your ability start at the JUCO level or more at the high school level?
First part of your question, really, because I was boxing for.
I remember that.
10,
yep.
Yeah, for 10, 11 years. So I've been in combat sports. So really, my stepdad, he really got me into the boxing part, and then my cousin actually helped me get into contact with the coach. And my stepdad been telling me, he was like, he knew I was fast and knew I worked hard, so he was like, you need to go out for track. So they just kept telling me to go out for track. I'm like, nah, I'm too focused on boxing right now. But my cousin actually got me contact with Coach Lillis, and yeah, after that it was on from there. But started from JUCO, I think. Honestly, it started a little bit, doing my form and reshaping myself, but it really started like Division I when I got to Texas Tech.
Courtney, I was going to ask you, there can't be too many other guys out there in the sprint world who've been boxers before. Is there any correlation at all between what you did as a boxer and what you're doing now? I mean, is it help in any way whatsoever?
Correlation, I would say, boxing helped me be more determined, and it showed me structure, just by, working out and being disciplined in my workouts and actually knowing that, I could push my body to limits. So I think that shaped over to track, because these workouts ain't easy, trust me. Boxing is a little harder, but track workouts are kind of crazy, especially at the professional level. So I think that's what just the main thing, just being disciplined in my workouts and stuff like that. And that's what transferred over.
Why Texas Tech? And I'm a huge. I played baseball for the Lubbock Crickets. I love Dan Law Field. Texas Tech is a special place. Why and what drew you there to be a Red Raider? And you're competing, especially in that panhandle. There's nowhere better.
Honestly, I went on a couple of visits. I went to LSU. I went to Alabama. I had about every offer in the country, but Texas Tech was, when I went on a visit, man, it was just, it felt homey. I really based my career off of, the coaches, because I knew, anything could happen. I could get hurt, which I did, and, coaches could not, care about you and stuff like that, but it just felt homey, and their mission that they were on, we clicked up, and we were on the same type of, mindset, so I just like the vibe there, and Lubbock is beautiful, so.
It is, man.
It's a great place to train.
Great place to hang out.
Yeah.
Courtney Lindsey with us on the Full Court Press here on QC Sportsnet. So, Courtney, I texted with you a little bit today. You're in Florida at the moment. What do you have going on running-wise between now and the start of the U.S. Olympic trials? What's in between?
Next week I go to Eugene, Oregon. I'll be running the 200 again. And then after that, I'm not sure if I'm running New York or I'm going to shut my season down and just get ready for trials, but that's a iffy. But after this one, next week, I'll be going to trials, though.
And the trials themselves are in the Pacific Northwest?
It's in Oregon. It's the same place, yeah.
Same place. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's something that I don't understand. I'm hoping you can help us with. I get if you're running the 100 or you're running the 200, you go to the trials, you run a heat, hopefully advance to the finals. You get to the finals. If you run one of the top, however many it is, then, boy, congratulations. You've made the U.S. Olympic team in the 100 or you've made it in the 200. Okay. How does that work for relay? How does one become on the U.S. Olympic relay team?
Okay, so
in the 200. Okay. How does that work for relay? How does one become on the U.S. Olympic relay team?
Okay, so
Okay.
And then they'll pick another person from the 200 or something.
Ever been to France? I hear it's nice this time of year.
Nah, I haven't been yet.
He's on his way.
And that's actually funny because I've seen some of the places you've been, and it seems like you've been all around the world, but not yet France.
Yeah, not yet France. Though I just came back from Doha. That was amazing. It was beautiful there.
I'm sorry. Where is Doha?
It's in.
Is that United Arab Emirates?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the streets are paved with gold there.
Pretty much.
Man, they're rich over there for real.
A little.
Got too much money.
Does it continue after the Olympics, or does it just stop, take whatever medals and enjoy, and then go back and coach or whatever your profession you want it to be, or do you want to continue on the professional side for as long as you can?
Nah, yeah. So after the Olympics, I have a series of meets that my agent and I will go over. Maybe if they want me to run, but after that, I'll just get ready for the next season.
Okay.
And just get ready for world championships and more meets and stuff like that next season. So yeah.
Is it salary based or incentive based based on what you do, how you compete, and how you run?
You said what? Is
there a base? Is there a salary base, and then, or is it an incentive by what you win?
Oh yeah. So I'm signed with Nike, so
Gotcha.
I'm salary based with them with Nike, and when you go to meets and stuff, they give you prize money and stuff like that, so you can win prize money, get appearance fees and stuff. So yeah, but I'm salary based with Nike though.
What a gig! Run amazingly fast, and they pay you. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had conversations with, some of the old timers who were competing at a world class level in an era where the word amateur was used all the time?
I'm not aware of that word.
Smart move.
but I talk to a lot of the old timers a lot of the time. Like Wallace Spearman. I did his podcast with him in Bahamas. My coach is actually a old timer. He was pretty good back in the day. So Dennis Mitchell,
yes,
Justin Gatlin. I spoke with him a couple times.
I remember those names.
Yeah, he's talking about Mount Rushmore type stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Justin Gatlin.
Yeah.
He can float too. Wow.
So, I mean, where do you feel like you're at as far as getting ready for these Olympic trials? Like, I mean, do you feel like, hey, I really think I have a good chance to go to Paris? Or, I mean, what's your mindset at this point?
I think I got a great chance at making this team. Right now, it's really up in the air. They like to throw big names out there, people that been running. But it's my first year, so I feel like I'm the underdog, and I'm going to take people's spots. So I feel like I just need to go in there and just be me, and I'll make the team pretty easy. So, I mean, not easy, but smoothly. It's
a pretty impressive resume.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And a lengthy one at that. Yeah. Yes, and I know all the big names, but I'd throw my money your way.
Yeah.
Now, when you ran the 4x100 in the Bahamas, did you know all along, or was that something that came up late? that you were going to be that you were going to be in that relay?
Oh, yeah. So I knew about 3 weeks before the relay coach had told me that he wanted me on the team. He had texted me and told me. So yeah, I knew I was on the team already, and it was going to be running. So yeah.
So after you take and whatever medal it might be, and that's just me as being a fan, will you have an opportunity to come back home and sit and share and impart some wisdom on some young people?
Yeah, probably after Olympics and stuff. Yeah, I have some time to be back home.
That would be
cool. I'm gonna come back home and spend time with family too. So
when school starts up, Rocky's probably going to want to then have another Courtney Lindsey day. Just saying.
You bring that big ass gold medal with you. Yes, I love it.
All right. Anything else we're leaving out, Courtney, that you would like to get across to the fans and listeners?
Nah, you guys hit it. Just tune in to the rest of the season. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
We will be doing that, and I believe the Olympic trials as a whole, the U.S. Olympic trials, I think are the 1st through the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
When do you actually get out onto the track and compete in those trials? Do you know the date yet?
No, I think it's I don't even want to tell you a date because I don't even know.
That's okay. We'll find it.
Yeah.
Trials. Do you know the date yet?
No, I think it's I don't even want to tell you a date because I don't even know.
That's okay. We'll find it.
Yeah.